Hi, it's Mark from the Classified Systems again. So this is my build number 145. So a client of mine, a repeat client of mine, asked me for his second build. He wanted to do a build on a case that is different from the usual normal cases. So what I did was I searched the net, and then I found this Granzon G10, and I also saw a G20, but I opted for this one because yeah, maybe I'll try that on some other builds, but for now I'm gonna work on this particular case. So this is an open distro case. It's full aluminum. What else? The build quality is very good. Maybe I'll do a video later showing you the other details on this particular case. Okay, so here's the other side of it. So there are ample cable routing on the base, and there's a cover for it. Okay, and then here is where the power supply is gonna be mounted, and then here's gonna be the radiator mounting. And also there is an option for, let's say, if you want to mount it on the edge of your table, you could and put it like this on the side. Just install it on the case first and then clamp it on the edge of the table. So this is a very good option. It's included with the case. So yeah, I'm always excited on cases that I haven't worked on. So I hope that it goes well and the client would like it. That's it, and I'm gonna start the build. So this is a closer look on the case. So a full distro case. Here is the aluminum mount and for the radiator. So this is the base. So there is a cover for the cable routing, so you could release that. Okay, so there's a thick base, and it's a full aluminum. Here is also the power button that is customizable. You could remove that and change whichever color you want. So here's the back of it. Here's where you route some of the cables. Okay. This is where the DDC pump goes. The power supply. Okay. And on this side, it's like this. This is the included bracket for putting on the edge. It's very thick. So I'm gonna be installing first the motherboard, the GPU, the power supply, etc., and then I will start putting the custom water cooling parts like the radiators, the GPU block, the CPU block. Okay, so here's the build now. I've installed the blocks, CPU block, and the radiator. The thick radiator is already installed, the fans, and the cable management is around 80%. So I'll still do some of the wires, but for now I'm just gonna show you what I've already done with the build. So I put some clamps for the some of the cables, and also done with the sleeve cables. So I did a black and red combination because this is gonna be with a red coolant built also here in the CPU. So it's already installed with the also here, the 8-pin CPU is also installed with the semi-closed combs, so it's already formed. Okay, and I think I will be doing a different layout, because usually this distro plate usually is like going from here to the GPU and then like that, and then go back to the CPU, and then, you know, the ordinary layout for this. But usually, and I'm not gonna go for that, so I'm gonna do a different one. Okay, and what else? I'll turn this case so that you could see the back. Okay, wait. So now here's the other side. The first tubes that I made finished is the tubes going from the distro to the radiator, and radiator going to back to the distro with the flow indicator. So I put it here because I have no other place to put it, so it's fine. Also, this is the cables. I'll modify something for this to be covered. And also here, so I've tried my best to make this clean as possible. So I cramped up all the wires and routed it properly. But the main issue was I wanted to put a push-pull configuration, fans on the front for this very thick radiator, and then fans on the back. But the issue was the radiator was too thick, that if I put another fan here, you know, it would not fit because of the DDC pump on the case. So I just put two of them on the back, so I leave it like that. And also put some clamps for some of the fan cables, and I also installed a small fan for the DDC pump to, you know, help dissipate the heat. Yeah, and this case is quite good. Okay, so here is the view from afar. So now I'm gonna finish the cables and do the layout on the front, or the tubes on the front. Okay. Okay, so now I've finished doing the tubes for the front and the back side of the build. So I chose the route that, you know, connects the GPU and CPU. Okay, so I'm only gonna be using 3 tubing to connect all those. And well, this is the most difficult part of the tube layout, because this is a 4-bend and it's very difficult to do this. But yeah, I'm glad I pulled it off. So yeah, so I'll try to install it. So, and then after I install the tubes, I'm gonna explain how the tube layout goes. Okay. So first one is this. Now I could not use a square because there's none to put it, so I'm just gonna be eyeballing it with the angle to the case itself. that's one tube done. So we got here. So after this, after I install the tubes, I will do a pressure test before filling up the liquid coolant, just to be safe. So okay, second tube is done. Last tube. So the layout of this case was, coming from the distro case, going to the GPU, and then from the GPU outlet, going to the distro case, and then going to the radiator, and then the radiator going from the radiator going to the CPU inlet, and then from the CPU inlet outlet going back again to the distro case. So it's okay that it's the way that it's initially designed, but what I wanted was going to the GPU and the CPU, and then going to the radiator, and then the coolant going back to the reservoir. So that's what I wanted, but it's okay for the initial layout, but that's how I want the tube or the layout to be, or the flow to be. So I did not align this tube to this one because this is a higher offset as compared to this, so that there's at least a different, So I'm just eyeballing this tube to this part of the case, and then this side to this part of the case. So upon seeing it, it's very aligned, top, the sides, and then I'll just check on the top, and if there's some difference, let's say a 3mm to 4mm difference, I'll do an adjustment. But if it's just a 1mm or 2, it's acceptable. But if I could, I would make it perfect as possible. So yeah, I'll do the pressure test, and then we're gonna go to the best part, which is filling the loop with the coolant. Okay, thank you guys.